I'm in agreement with you. If I had it my way, I'm, I'm sure you would be the same way. You would go totally non-GMO, and you would have never allowed that to occur in the first place. You're absolutely right. If you go to Walmart and you eat what is, or any major grocery chain for that matter, none of the good food is ever in the middle. The only food that you're supposed to eat is on the perimeter of grocery stores. So that's like your fresh produce and things like that. And what you're saying is absolutely correct. A lot of the nutrients are taken out of those big box store vegetables and fruits, but at least that's what you're supposed to do. When you get in the middle, that's when you get all that preserved food, and that's right where you get that roundup. And I hate to say it, when you are on EBT or electronic food stamps, or food stamps of any kind, that's all you can afford because you don't have enough. Inflation is such that it grows. I mean, basically, if you work a job on your first day, whatever you're paid, that's likely going to be the most amount that you make for your entire career due to inflation. Because most people aren't able to get like a 6% or 8% raise every year, and that's what inflation is. It's a very sad state of affairs when on your first day, if you really realize it, that's when your money was worth the most, and that's when your buying power is worth the most. So if you spend your whole career with a place, you're actually only worth way, way, way less, even though you might make a little bit more on your hourly or your salary. When in comparison, inflation is gonna, 30, 40, 50% over the course of your time there. So your dollar is worth less. And the fact that nobody gives a shit about that, I have been, if anything on my stream that I bitch and moan about long, long, long before anyone was inflation. I hate it. It is the thing that devalues your currency and it takes food out of your mouth. It enslaves you. And it's so sad that people don't realize how dangerous inflation is. In 1913, when the Federal Reserve was started, December 24th, 1913, is when they passed it, when everyone was away for the holiday, and these fucking corrupt bankers made sure to pass this motherfucking thing to enslave generations of Americans under this system. The dollar, of $1 in 1913 was worth what $100 bill is today because there's been 99% deflation. So basically, when you see someone in like the turn of the century and they have a dollar, you have to see that as $100 bill in today's day and age. And it's actually more than that because the currency was taken off the gold standard in 1971. So when they took the currency off the gold standard, they could start writing checks for anything they wanted. Nobody could ever cash them. And now we're at this terrible time where the country's absolutely indebted, and there's no way that's ever going to get out. We have just war after war. We keep giving all this money overseas, and we're not taking care of people at home, and that's the sad part. Agreed. Agreed. That's how I got into these crypto discussions and things. It's hilarious. I go into like Wall Street Bets, okay, which is like a Reddit forum basically for people who have stocks. And these guys will post their Fidelity accounts, and they lose $70,000 a day. And these are like normal people with like just because they're into banking and things like that. And then you're into cryptocurrency people, and these motherfuckers made like 400% last week. It's absolutely crazy. And, you're right. You're absolutely right. Speaking of those, I got tipped those yesterday, and you're absolutely right how these things are happening. Somebody was explaining to me on Discord, which is like I don't know how to describe it. It's basically like um, it's a social media platform for people who can have groups. And one of the groups I was in was a crypto group, and they were saying how easy it was to tip someone in cryptocurrency using their platform. And they showed me, and they actually gave me money, and it was like, oh my god, it was like they typed into a chat and it just automatically went to me. And when you're able to do that on the big ones like Twitter, that's when it's going to change the game. I agree. And so I know somebody was trying to get you in on the NFTs, and you were like, I don't really know what that is. I'm kind of new to all this, but you're in the right group. I can tell you this. So you go to different chats. I do too on Twitter Spaces, but the group that you met that's called the Angry Ape Society. They're very very nice people with I know you did. I know. I remember you yesterday, or 2 days ago, and people were like, "Oh, well, welcome. We're glad to have you here." Somebody even gave the example, like the tenth man. It was like the tenth man theorem, where like if you have 9 people in a room, it's always good of the 10th person to disagree with everything everyone says to make the group stronger. I remember you were there for that, and so when you are looking for those groups, absolutely go to that one. They're good people. I'm with them every night. We stay up all night, and we got like a 24-hour show. I mean, if you ever look in Twitter Spaces, I'm sure you do. You see the ape shit. Okay, I will tonight. It's every night at 8 p.m. And so I'll send you one tonight. In fact, I live. Oh, great question. That's right. It's 11 o'clock for you. I live in California. But what I'm gonna do is the person who runs it. Her name is Queen, Angry Queen, and she was the person who was running the meeting when you were there. I'm gonna make sure that you know. Uh, m- m- Absolutely. Right. So I'm kind of the same way. So I'm sending you uh, her little name right now, or how do I want to say it? Her profile, and so you'll have it. And whenever you see her on, she's online all the time. Just go to those rooms that she has. She has like a recurring meeting that comes as well. So just a moment, I'm sending this to you as well, and go for it, Michael. No, no, that's fine. I'm Rabbi Rothschild, but my first name is Michael. No, that's absolutely fine. No worries at all. No worries at all. So I just sent you her excellent, and then I'm also gonna find she has this recurring event. So Angry Ape Society, and it's like I've been with them like for a month, and I'm like a lot of people. I don't have a lot of money to just go buying like random pieces of art on the internet. And they actually gave me one, just like they were going to give you one. And if you stay there a little longer, and like we'll walk you through it, or there are ways. You don't need one. You don't need one. It's on your phone. I know. I know. I didn't either. No, listen, I didn't either. I didn't know what they were doing either. So this is just so you know, this is what you would have to do. You'd have to. I don't know if you have an iOS or Android device, but you download. You have Android. Okay. So you just download. Oh, okay. So then that's the App Store. So all you would do is download one app. It's called MetaMask. You don't have to do this now, but if you ever want to do it in the future, there's just one app that you have to download, and then basically you get a password, and you make sure you write that password down, and then it has what's called a public address. And you give that to someone with your public address wallet, and they can put stuff in your wallet. So basically, can you repeat that? Can you repeat that? So the other night, someone was asking. They were like, "Oh, so you're new to this? Well, let me get you onboarded." And you were like, "Well, I don't really know what I'm doing, honestly," and that's absolutely fine answer. When somebody says we want to gift you an NFT, when someone says we want to gift you something, that's who you would give it to, and so that gives them the address for them to give you the gift. And these things, these the the apes that you see, those are worth hundreds of dollars. They are, and some of them are getting to be tens of thousands of dollars. And I'm telling you, I'm not. I, I did. Oh, did you get one? Oh, yeah, they gave me one. I was in there one night, and what we were doing was we were singing karaoke, and I was DJing, and somebody was like, "Wow, you're really a good promoter of our NFT. Do you have one?" And I said, "No, I just joined. I just really like the community. You guys are all really nice." And they're like, "Oh, let us walk you through it. We're going to give you one." And I was thinking these things were like 10 cents or 15 cents, and I was like, "Oh, I don't know if it's worth my time. I don't really give a shit." But then I realized, well, firstly, I wanted to be part of the club. I didn't want to, like, I wanted to help support them. But also, there were really nice gifts that people were giving me that were, like, worth, I think it's worth, like, the one that I had was worth $170. And it's only gone up. When I first got it, it was $140. So it goes up, like, incredibly quickly. And that's only been, like, it goes up like $1 a day, basically, or if not more. So in the future, if anybody's like, I want to gift you an NFT, all you want to do is say, okay, but I don't know what to do. Will you walk me through it? And they'll walk you through it. And that all that will mean is that you have to download an app called MetaMask, and you get you get a wallet, and it's just an address that you will send to someone. But I know as someone who isn't, I wasn't always tech savvy, and I'm not always like crypto savvy. I didn't know what I was doing. It was pretty easy. Just to let you know, you just download an app and you follow the steps, and you give someone your address, and after about like a minute, you'll get whatever they want to give you. But they'll also give you cryptocurrency. They'll give you a lot of things if you stay in their chats. And I'm not in it for the money. I'm in it for the people. The people are so nice, though. They want to get you interested, and they want to give you something. I mean, you know, this cryptocurrency is worth right now, like a Bitcoin is worth $50,000. And when I started looking at this thing, it was 5 cents, 10 cents, 11 cents. This was a long time ago, but it was worth nothing. And now it's worth $50,000. And they're talking in the next 80 days that it's supposed to be worth $1 million because of all these bank closures. I mean, I'm just, it's going to be really big. And Stephanie, you're going to be number one, very, very famous. You've got a hell of a personality. You're going to be famous for my stream, no doubt. But you're just going to be famous on Twitter Spaces because people like you. And you know what? Here's another thing. To be honest with you, there aren't enough women in the NFT space. Why? Because it's not something. There aren't a lot of people in it, first of all. But I don't know. It's kind of like a tech savvy thing, and tech is usually kind of a male dominated thing. So when you find yourself in a Twitter space, you will be welcomed into many, many more of them because you're kind of a diamond in the rough. I mean, if you go into any NFT discussion, if there are 100 guys there, there might be 5 women, but we want more. So you should know that like that's something that you're definitely in demand when it comes to your personality. And really just, we want more diversity in the community. The people are really, really kind. They're you know, I mean, not everybody is gonna go, like, want to stand up for people, like you are, or want to have the same, maybe has the same political or social ideas that you do. But we can all get on board for one thing: banking is evil, and charging interest can be evil, and decentralizing, which is what this is, basically giving the power to the people, is a good thing. And I know you're on board for that. Exactly. You're exactly right. And they're going to do the same for you, girl. No, I didn't. 1 month ago, I did not, and I had my whole space thing going. Honestly, the way that I got in it, I saw this angry age society. Whenever I go into Twitter Spaces, and I would see things about, like 3R J6ers, and I see things about Ukraine, and I see all this shit. But then I'd be like, what the fuck is this? An angry age society? What is this? I kept seeing it, and it was like one day I just jumped in it, and one of the guys in there, his name is Neil D. He was in there when you were there. He had written a poem about this Twitter space, and I just thought, wow, this is really interesting that someone would take the time to write a poem about a Twitter space. That's like real art. That's what this person really, he did, and it was very creative. And it was on my first night there, and I was like, wow, this person is so cool. Exactly. So what I ended up doing was just locking in with them, and then Queen, the person who runs the channel, or I'm sorry, the Twitter space, and I became friends over the course of the past month. I haven't known her more than a month. I know she lives in San Diego, and I live in Orange County, which they're close. But I mean, we have people from all over, especially the East Coast. So you should be really excited about that too, because there are people who will be in there in the Twitter spaces when it's like tonight. It'll be 11 p.m. and I'll send you an invite. When it starts to like I can't, since I'm not the Twitter host, I can't send it to you, but I'll make sure that you're aware of it. And if you can't make it tonight, there's tomorrow night or any other night of the week. That's the cool thing about these things is they go basically 24 hours a day, so you have your own like radio station. It's like pirate radio. It's really cool, and you can say whatever the fuck you want. You can cuss on it. You can talk about sex on it. You can really do whatever you want, so long as you don't push it down someone's throat. If you have an interesting political take and you want to just say it, go for it, and nobody's going to be mad at you. You can back off if 5-10 minutes go by and you're not getting any support. But trust me, you'll get a lot of support in a lot of ways, especially when it comes to you know banking and things, and essentially giving the power to the people. So you found the right group. And if I were to tell you like, oh, did you come again? Stephanie, did we get disconnected? So I can send it to both. No, you're good. Don't worry about it. Shit happens when you're having a good time. The, I know, it's amazing. And they're real people and they're kind. There's a lot of art that takes place on those Twitter spaces. And like what? I told you about the poem that the person wrote, but also we sing karaoke. And here's the cool. Oh, I forgot. Okay, no problem at all. The cool thing is that it people, so like with these NFTs, I thought they were all pictures, but they're not. Some of them are music too. So here's what somebody will have. Somebody have a song they like, and honestly, this music is really good. I wouldn't be like, oh yeah, it all sucks. No, no, no. It's very good. It's catchy because they know people. You gotta buy this. So basically, what they do is they'll put out a song, and instead of putting out like a CD or a mix attached like an NFT, basically like it's and great for whatever they want to charge. And then from there, they might have a friend who wants to sell it. for something else. And so they can sell that in the future. And depending on how the person, the original artist, drafted what's called a smart contract, and that you can do whatever you want, do all of the, residuals from your. Yeah, absolutely. So now you've got a lot of really interesting artists who are out there who can be independent, and they're really, really good. People will get on Twitter Spaces with a guitar and just sing entire concerts, and they're just amazingly, amazingly talented people. And it's like they're not gonna, you know, um, shove it down your throat that hey, go buy my NFT. No, 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 no. If you like it, go ahead and do it. But they just like to play. A lot of people are singers. It's just a really cool thing. And the sky's the limit when it comes. So what is an NFT? Probably a question that you might ask. It's basically art. It's digital art. Really, the way that I would summarize it is this: the same way that you would buy like Amazon stock, and so for instance, the Angry Ape Society, they sold 10,000 of these things, and 10,000 people like that kind of art, and for whatever they sold 10,000 of them. Yep, that just happened in January. And these things are worth hundreds of dollars already. It's an amazing thing. They have an artist and they have a programmer, and basically the thing just takes off. I know I was watching one. So that's like a moderately priced one. There are some now that are getting, like I said, tens of thousands of dollars, and people are starting now to have like actual artists paint them for them and show them on their wall, because now it's like a really, really, worth something digitally, and now it's something that at which they can look. So it's really the future of currency, and so I wouldn't be just wasting your time with, hey, this is a really cool thing because you can talk to people at night about it. No, that's cool, but it's additionally it's the future of banking, or the future of transactions. Oh, you're so cute. Thank you. All you have to do is click that link again, and um, oh, okay, I'll send it to you. Just one moment. You're absolutely right. The last few years have just been very depressing on people. 3 years particularly, and people miss that connection. That's where I found it, and that's why I'm so excited that I found it on Twitter Spaces, because you can talk to people. I agree. If I could improve it any way, I would want video. That's the only thing I could say. Exactly, exactly. We could do all that stuff, and that's probably the future. You're right, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they will. Um, they have to. There are things that you can do. There are things that you can do with deepfake, so you can just create your own avatar, basically. If you know what an avatar is, basically. You, oh, I absolutely agree. I mean, if you see the background of my Twitter, it's my ID. I am. I got you. I got you. I'll get you. Don't worry. Um, you're absolutely right when it comes, and then people hide behind their keyboard, and they think that like the the fact that people as well are so willing to say anything they want when they're not looking at you face. Well, I'm called all kinds of things on the internet, and that people have their opinions, but they don't have the same opinions when I'm looking at them face to face. People won't, I mean, if you're having, and that's really, I think something that the internet currently missing is that you have this anonymity, which I'm all about anonymity. That's cool, but then people just won't call people racist words straight to their face if they're on camera. I mean, you can, but it's less likely to happen. It's all the fact that you can hide behind your keyboard or not have to show your face. And I really think that's unfortunate. I sent it to your Twitter. They're very butler. Dude, hey, I exactly know exactly what you're saying. I understand exactly what you're saying. Essentially, society's fucked. There's no turning back on it. I hate to say it. I wish we could get back to 19. I mean, some things like there's a idea traditional values that I think that society has lost, and I don't know if we'll ever get them back. Maybe 20 years we might have been able to, but not now. Not now. Not the way people behave. But that, well, I can tell you this: Lizzo will one day see this, and she will understand wholeheartedly what you're saying. I don't think she'll agree with it because she lives her life the way it is, but I think she'd agree with me that we are happy that we live in a country where we may not agree with what you say, but we want you to have the right to say it. I'm not saying I don't agree with what you say. I think that those people should be able to live the way that they want, perhaps, and healthy living is certainly a thing. But I think that well, everybody agrees. You agree too. You want to be able to say whatever you want to say to any celebrity or politician that you want without any repercussions. That's the beauty of living in America, and I know Lizzo would agree with that as well. Word, girl. Anything else you want to tell any other celebrity or politician? Yeah, I got all day, baby. But I can tell you this too. I know exactly how you feel. I know exactly what you're saying. You're a frustrated person. Just know this, that hopefully the light is at the end of the tunnel because you got in with a really good group of people, and we like you. We think that you're going to be a valuable addition to the group. And honestly, you might be saying, like, "Look, I don't like you guys." Okay, fine. That's the beauty of Twitter Spaces. Go to another Twitter space if you don't like it. And that's kind of the beauty of it. I really like how Elon Musk has changed Twitter. You used to get banned all the time for anything randomly. Just there would be absolutely no rhyme or reason as to why you got banned. I can tell you, you can post just about anything on Twitter now, and nobody gets a point up, and that's the way it should be. I think that's a beautiful thing. Agreed. And I can tell you this, Stephanie, we wouldn't be talking right now because I wouldn't be on it. Absolutely. I look forward to many more conversations with it. Tonight, 11 p.m. your time, I'm going to text you before. I'll text you. I'll do my best to text you before, so it'll be maybe like 10:45 or something. We'll continue our talk with the rest of the group. How does that sound? Absolutely. That can happen on a daily basis. Usually the Twitter space host should ban the person or block them or whatever, so that you can have normal conversation. But a lot of times you can get some very good debate, but when people start with ad hominem attacks and just start cussing at each other, that doesn't get you anywhere. Absolutely. with Marcone and the basically they moved they're not picking up all the trash and stuff. Yeah, I'm aware of that. You see that new picture that came out? Isn't that a motherfucker that they're able to do that now? Like literally, and it's pretty fucking close. Word, girl. All right, so we're gonna leave it at that for now. We've got a date tonight, 11 p.m. your time, 8 p.m. my time. I'm gonna send you a link, and we will take it from there. Does that sound like a plan, Stan? I think we kicked ass and took names, and the only reason why I wouldn't continue it is because I've been going all night, girl, and you just have to understand. It's like 7:41 in the morning. I get some sleep. Hell yeah. I love you, Stephanie. Take care. Have a good night, or have a good day, sweetheart. Bye-bye. Stephanie, everybody. In the shower? Your shit tastes so disgusting. It's got like deodorant. Oh, no. Got the second week. Again, very passionate. Rizzo. You got distracted. I got distracted. You got distracted. You do. I hope everybody understands. So, I agree with it. I'm not going to go now. I have to do this to pay attention.
Yeah, but why would you even take that risk and pay a shit ton of money for something you could have easily prevented by just wearing a 90-day tattoo? It's the same price. Yeah. Gary, can I explain a few things to you? Maybe like small little shitty tattoos that you see in like a tattoo shop, you can do that, yes, but big intricate like portrait and realism designs and fire, you cannot draw that stuff on. You cannot put temporary tattoos of any of this stuff on. It requires a lot of time and work, and it's got some very big intricate pieces on me. It's like they're like paintings. They're done by tattoo guns, and they're on me. Those artists, the reason that tattoo artists don't, I mean, first of all, they only really make money on your face, like tattooing people. That's completely correct. It's true. What are you talking about? If you're like, yeah, the only tattoo artist that has any fucking money is because of tattooing people who have a lot of money.
No. There are broke people who spend like save up $5,000 for instead of buying a car, they'll get. You know, there are people who like save up.
Those people are totally stupid. They're spending money on a status. Skin. Self-expression. They're Thailand or any of the sports. If you ever seen the symbolic tattoos, you get symbolic tattoos at Thai temples, and they're integrated into their culture. You're going to tell me that they're just some random shit as well?
Oh yeah, they're just weird pagans, bro. That's weird pagan shit.
Or Maoris tattooing their family history on their face and their arms and their body, or someone's doing their tattoo shorts. You're telling that people are the same. Yeah, that is weird pagan shit. I mean, like those people, they have fair enough. Every time you look at them, they look not normal. That's their opinion. The reason why when Dolores came to Mexico, they actually fucking put Israel shit. Look, that's your opinion. There will be no more human sacrifice. There will be no more tattoos. No, literally,
I enjoyed speaking with her.
I'm just letting you know you're extremist. Yeah, I'm a hardcore communist. Hardcore extremist. Well, you see his profile photo. Of course, he's an extremist.
What the fuck do you talk about?
Trying to protect his citizenry.
What do you mean Donald Trump communism? Donald Trump is just
it's just my opinion.
Donald Trump magic and the transfer of ideas. And now, do you know what Donald Trump talks about? The quantum leap forward. That's like the great leap forward that now they need, in my opinion.
I just don't want to waste my money.
Yeah.
Well, this is why some people think of it like, imagine some people spend a lot of money on like big pieces of art, you know, imagine you buy a painting for $5,000 and $10,000. Some people just like to paint it on themselves, I guess, you know.
Well, imagine if you got like really nice clothing. Some people also use it for stress. Like,
I personally
some people use it for stress and like some people get like their pets sitting out on there, their parents, their kids. Some people do it just for art. Like, tattoos have a lot of meaning to some people, some of it's just art. Like me, I've got a little meaning to it, and it's fucking art.
The thing is, what I understand all of you, right? But for me, for example, I can have art also on a piece of paper. Why I have it on my body?
One thing your body that your parents gave you, your body that God gave you.
Risk many things. Or it's the risk infection of not
the risk is very low.
Yeah, I know that. Like, you were generally a
I know if you take care of it, because I have friends that do tattoos too.
Yeah.
I know if you take care of it properly, you would never have
really more concern.
Yeah, it's generally not even a concern, but like for me, just like I like anything on factors, but like I would love to have temporary tattoos.
Yeah, fair enough.
I would never get like I would never get the permanent one unless like I'm 100% sure. And for me, honestly, I'm not 100% sure about anything in my life. So like getting it.
I remember from a young age, I wanted my whole body covered, like the majority of my body covered in a certain way. I wanted to cover me like an armor almost. It's taken me a while, but I pretty much got there.
See, I wouldn't do that. I like to keep it the professional way.
Nah, bro, I like to keep it family friendly.
I am family friendly. My tattoos end at the bottom of my neck. I can cover up most. Tell me what you telling me that I was family friendly? No, you don't. You look like a schizo. Also, here's the thing. First of all, you do look like a total schizo who should not be around children.
Especially where I live.
Schizo should not be around children. You're an ignorant fool, you know that? Oh, I'm an actual genius, and the kids would be safe from you. You're equally as ignorant as you are uncultured. I'm not uncultured. You think it's culture to fucking put tattoos on you because you're actually insecure. People who put tattoos on them are insecurity with your own body, and you want to fucking change it somehow to fucking permanently to change it from its natural state because you're insecure with yourself. But what if I never truly change? You take your shirt off, you won't actually make us have armor. Us as protecting you. You would fit armor. That's what it's related to culture. Why are these related to culture? In other cultures they do. You'll never be in your birthday suit ever again.
Look, everybody.
What if you don't ever be in my birthday suit again? What do you mean by that? You will forever. Your skin is what's wrong? You take it off, please. Yeah, exactly. I have a wife for being the same. I have to take like upgraded.
If you're trying to say tattoos change you that much, why do you go to a fucking dentist? They change your fucking teeth, don't they? That's not your fucking thing. No, it's not. A dentist is to maintain and upkeep your teeth. Your dentist is there to actually make you healthy. Your not something supposed to bullshit. Your teeth are part of your temple. Clean your teeth, though. It's actually a healthy thing to do to go to the dentist. You get a fucking cavity, and they do like the fucking replacement or whatever the fuck they do to be able to replace part of your teeth. That is not part of your original body, so they're changing your body. Yeah, but they're doing it usually for a function thing. So, like, if you're missing a teeth,
slowly slide.
No, it's not going to affect them.
So you should have British teeth because otherwise this is
Well, it's not the same thing as vanity because it's actually got health benefits to have clean and like teeth.
Your teeth are going to get crooked and you're
care of the body God gave you as opposed to destroying it with a bunch of drugs. What you're saying, it will be. Who's the majority of people who are tattooed artists? Usually criminals, ex-cons and shit who can't get any other jobs. Clearly true. Most tattoo artists are ex-cons.
It's mostly girls who want to get tattoos flowers to remind them of their grandma, honestly. I've talked to so many girls who are like, I want to get flowers to remind me of my grandma. There's so many girls who get tattoos, and they're not criminals.
Honestly, never in your life.
Honestly,
you want to know who the tattooist stopped? Do you remember your friend in school who was obsessed with drawing, and instead of doing his grades and getting A's, he just kept drawing? Yeah, because he was a fucking loser. He wasn't my friend. He's a fucking loser. Well, guess what? I bullied that cuck. I bullied the shit out of that cuck. That guy sucks.
You are getting so offended over all this shit.
Okay, so the guy who was
you sound like a pure-ass Democrat.
He does like a Democrat.
Why'd you have it political?
Democrats, no, I don't know.
You are. You do not. You may say.
No, I'm not hating. I'm not hating on people. I'm hating on some phenomenon. Look. You can get tattoo artists, but I won't respect you. It's not an actually productive job. You don't produce anything.
That is a democratic.
That's not democratic. That is literally just true. Well, it's democratic to be like, oh my God, everybody, everything. You know what? Everyone started hunting everywhere with
Really, if you guys have paid attention to anything he has said, everything he fucking says is about is like fucking social status on being fucking corruption and shit like that.
Well, it doesn't have to do with communism at all. What are you talking about? Communists get tattoos all the time. They're retarded communists to get tattoos all the time. It has nothing to do with communism. You're just schizophrenic, dog.
Really, it's about
everything you say has to do with communism. No, it doesn't, you dumb bitch.
No, that's not
Why would you bully an artist in high school if you're a man of God? I don't think you should.
Because even the most perfect man has his flaws, you know what I'm saying? Shit.
Okay, well, but you're not repentant. You know what? Instead of bullying him, you're not.
I don't. Look. There are certain sins that I don't feel bad about because there's like a bully somebody.
Yeah, but
they don't fucking they like it's not like something they have to lie of it. It's not like I was constantly harassing him every day, telling that's a next level insanity.
You said that you bullied an artist, and it seems like do you regret that you bullied the artist?
Because he didn't fucking. It wasn't the biggest deal in the world. It's not fucking terrible. Why should I regret it?
It's really
not.
I'm a Christian, and
you act like a Hitler for fucking shitting on one of the songs, don't poke me every time I'm legitimate. You guys poke fun at the song. It's better art than anybody could draw. Dude, I don't know, I couldn't do this. One of the songs, something was funny.
This is what bro, picking this thing, right? I have this song. You think it's not that big of a deal? I feel like if you put yourself in his shoes, you would think it's a big deal, but I feel like you just like it.
Been bullied before, I didn't think it was a big deal. You're right. And actually, part of the reason why people did bully me is because when they tried, I was just like, okay, whatever, bro. And then it was just like, okay.
Yeah, but it's still
but
not everyone has you
guys can still, but this guy, you can tell he's still young, and he's still not matured fully. So there's no point in
how old are you? I just
not fully matured. A fully matured person would realize that it's fucked up, and they would feel bad for what they did.
I don't think a fully mature person. No, I don't think it's mature to live your life for regretting everything that you've done. That's sad.
You should be like, you should say, I'm glad that I did this thing. We're not saying you should feel bad forever. You should acknowledge that you did it wrong, but you're proud of it.
There's nothing wrong.
You know, that's not what Jesus is all about.
No. It's not even like it's just he's not mature enough to realize. You
guys are not mature. You're just like you're mature, and then you're saying that it's mature to regret everything you've done in your life. That's not maturity, that's depression.
You're just thinking of bullshit now. I'm not
regret everything. I'm not maturity. I'm going to go back and like be like, oh my God, I got over when I was 10 years old. I can't believe I did that.
Well, what you do is a lot of work
Crusty motherfucker.
There's this one guy, I forget his name, but he's like a super rich guy, and he uses his religion to like discriminate against these people and stuff. He said, okay, that's okay, but he doesn't like donate to charity, and he has like abused his workers talentlessly. He breaks a lot of labor laws, so he's a bullshit Christian. He uses his Christianity to bully people, but he doesn't do the good parts of Christianity, and that's what you are.
I don't know about that, bro.
I'm not even bullying anyone. I'm just telling the truth. There's no point in somebody getting tattoos. They're not even a bully thing. It's just a fact. I'm not judging the person. I'm not judging the person. I'm just telling the truth. You need to judge people. I don't care. I don't care. Look, I judge the person based on their appearance. I didn't judge them based on their tattoos.
You can't